So, welcome, Sema. And I'm really happy that we have this opportunity to have a short chat with you. And of course, thank you very much for your willingness to support the first Empowerment Day in Austria. And looking forward to our exchange today.
Thank you very much, Midlena. I'm also very pleased to be with you here. Thank you very much. And maybe we can start. How about my job? What am I doing? What
Yeah,
is
that's a very interesting question because as you remember when we started having this conversation about you, if you could describe in one simple sentence what are you doing?
Actually, I'm a visual note taker, which means it is a graphic recording. Graphic recording means I listen deeply at the conferences or at the meetings, capturing the most inclusive and important key points, key insights, and the relationships between informations, between data, and capturing the essence of the information and transforming them into some visual maps at the same time, simultaneously.
What do you love most about visual recording?
It's a enjoyable and very colorful part of the conferences and the meetings. So what I love, mostly what I love, generally people suddenly see their own ideas on the screen or on the wall and they feel very happy and suddenly they act these kind of things. They generally say, I see what I mean. You draw my thoughts, my ideas. This kind of comments and feedbacks coming from the people. And I love these moments on that situations. Something came to my mind. I would like to add something more. Generally, people forget about enjoying the process on this kind of meetings. They tend to be very serious, want to be serious. But having fun, having enjoyment, it's the part of learning, deeper learning. So when I open my visual maps on the screen, suddenly the energy shifts into this side from the serious parts. And after the visuals, generally people feels very positive. They get some enjoys. They start to smile, and this is the very, very my favorite part of my job.
Yeah. And I guess I mean, you already explained a couple of things around that, but I mean, because you said what you said was my idea also to, have the visual recording during the Empowerment Day. But I'm still curious. What would you say? Why is really perfect match to have a visual recording on an experiential event like we planned the Empowerment Day?
Yeah, very nice question. I think in experiential meetings, people listen, think, create, and share together. They get inspired from themselves, from each other, and from the spirit, from the environment. Actually, the information of the environment. Actually, there is a in this kind of meetings. Actually, there is a kind of flow. The energy flows. Graphic recording, in my opinion, empowers this experience. Empowers because when ideas appear visually on the screen, people can step back and can see the big picture on screen, can see the connections and the relationships between all the ideas, especially see their own ideas on screen. And it gives a kind of big picture, integral picture, and the connections between the parts. This is very important, something about creating experience, because what does it mean experience? If we see something, if we hear something, listen something, or if we smell something, if we touch something, somebody, or it means experience. And the visual recording includes all the things together. People can able to see, people can able to read, people can able to match between their emotions and the informations and the data. So it means creates a kind of integral experience, empowers the experience.
Yeah, that's, I mean, when we worked on the Empowerment Day, so we also wanted to, include different possibilities that can support people become empowered and what they do. And of course, the visuals is something that's of course amazing for that. And another thing is that I know also from my personal experience, also from what I hear from people around me. So when we join different events, when we join even trainings or whatever workshops or webinars and so on, many people says I'll forget everything the next day. And I was also thinking, so what could be done differently so that, what people experience, what they learn, stay more sustainably. And so from your experience, how would you say visual recording help people to really remember what they learned and are able to implement it?
Very good question. Maybe I can answer from that direction. Graphic recording or the graphical visual maps are not just beautiful, pretty drawings. They are the part of learning. They are the part of or method of a way of learning something in a deeper level. What does it mean? Visuals activates our both analytical and the visual left and right side of our brain. It means deeper learning. It means long-term memory. It means experience something. For example, I can give you an example. If we go for a trip on the forest in the natural place, for example, you can experience a lot of things on the nature, isn't it true? You can have the smells, you can observe, see a lot of different part of the nature. You can hear a lot of sounds coming from the natures. It's unforgettable because it is experience. So the visual maps, because of that, we are using visual maps as a part of our conferences or meetings or team coaching sessions because it creates a kind of long-term memory for the people. So because of that, it's unforgettable. If somebody after the meeting open up the visual map and observe what we experienced on that meeting or conference, they can see all the basic symbols, key insights, keywords, all the important and inclusive phrases on the picture and sees the connections between all the ideas. At the same time can join the same energy, same experience as a reminder. These maps as a reminder acts on for the people. So because of that, my answer is unforgettable. Creates the experience because
Wonderful.
people don't forget about anything. Impossible.
And of course, it would be interesting to understand how this is possible, how all these things are happening, and that's why if you would share a bit. So when you are part of a conference and you're during the workshop, so what are you listening for so that this kind of visual things can appear?
This is very difficult question for me because I'm doing this in a natural way. Yeah? But after this question, I start to think on it. What's going on in my inner system? So the first of all, I'm listening from an alter coach position. I'm listening in a very deeper level. And my purpose is not having everything what the people are saying, or for example, a keynote is speaking, talking a lot of, talking with a lot of words and sentences, paragraphs. It doesn't matter. My purpose is capturing the keywords, capturing the important meaning, important and inclusive phrases, maybe sometimes value words, sometimes important somethings which emphasized by the keynotes on their sentence. I'm not listening only words. I'm listening their tone of voices, and they are pushing on the some words, but some things not, for example. So I'm from that perspective as a professional coach, because the coaching is very, very helpful method for me when I'm doing this job. From the coach position, I'm observing, I'm listening, I'm collecting the summary, collecting the essence of the information, and at the same time, my brain synthesizing them and transforming all the things into visuals. And at the same time, my hands continue to draw. It's a kind of way of coming from the from outer from with my eyes, with my ears. I'm taking the information and taking them, summarizing them, and transforming them with my hands through my tablets or my markers on the wall sometimes, with some different kind of stuff, creating the visual maps. This is the strategy. I don't know. Is it
Yeah, very interesting. I wasn't aware actually that visual recording has so much to do with being a coach, you know? So with what you said, so the coach position and observing and catching the keywords, so listening differently.
if you are a professional coach, it makes your job much more easier,
Yeah, so that's
applicable. It
yeah,
is
that's what I
chance.
got. But then I have that's why a question popped up in my mind. So as a coach, I mean, I know that I cannot prepare for a coaching session. Yeah. As a graphic recorder, what is the most important thing to prepare? Or do you prepare?
Before the meeting.
Yeah, before.
Yeah. Actually, it is a little bit different from coaching sessions,
Yeah,
of
of
course,
course.
because I need to prepare a very well organized big picture at the end of the day for the participants. So if we preparation, I couldn't say preparation, it becomes more easier for me because, for example, for our Empowerment Day, we have a subject, we have a title or for the conference, and we have some keynotes and workshop objections. So if we know a little bit information about that, I can feel it's my visual vocabulary, visual dictionary before the event. It helps me to find the true symbols and the icons for the information, for the data. For the good match, I need to a little bit uh, prep, prepare before the event. So because of that, for example, I'm asking for you, if you share something about the presentations or the titles or the web workshop objections, I will be very happy. So I can organize my layout before the event. I can organize my metaphor for the event, my page layout. So because of that, before the event, knowing a lot, not a lot of information, but basic uh, some things, it will be very helpful.
Because you mentioned your, how do you call it?
Recording or
No, no, no. Vocabulary. visual
Visual
vocabulary.
vocabulary.
I
Yes.
like that a
It's
lot.
a language, of
Yeah, yeah.
course.
Yeah, wonderful. And what I was thinking, because I mentioned this before that, I like these beautiful drawings, but I'm really curious. So what is the difference between pretty drawings and a visual that truly supports learning?
Yeah, this is the very common misunderstanding about graphic recording. Yeah, we are using the methodology and techniques of graphic design and some painting art design principles, basic design principles, and the art graphic design principles. We're using them. But this is not purpose for us. Our purpose is idea shaping. We are the idea shapers. We are not artists. It is not about art. Art, it's just the technique and how can I say? It is the way of our language. Artistic. We are applying all these ingredients on the map artfully, but we're not artists. So we don't have to be perfect. We don't have to create beautiful images, but we have to create something meaningful for the participants. This is the difference.
Great. And talking about creating something for the participants, what would you say would be number one benefit for the participants when they, after the empowerment day, they go back to their work next day? So what will they take away?
During the conferences, all the kind of meetings, generally there are a lot of information and complex information on the air. And if there is a graphic recorder on the meeting or the conference, it creates a kind of tangible, concrete product at the end of the sessions. So it means for the participants, beneficially, clarity and the integrity. Because in a clear perspective, they can observe, they can see what's going on the environment, what is the essence in a clear way, in a summary way, and they can see the integrity, all the parts together on one picture. So I can say the very important benefits, not one, but two, clarity and integrity.
Wonderful. And so far, we were always somehow addressing individuals as someone who can benefit from, the graphic recordings. But you also mentioned at the beginning team coaching, that you use, graphic recording also as a team. And do you have some example of a moment when, visual helped a group of people to click and move from insights to action?
Yeah, we have a lot of examples. Generally, I am working with Zerrin Başar on that team coaching sessions. Generally, she is the team coach. I am the visual recorder, and we're matching together this to act together on the team coachings because it's very, very helpful for the people and the team. I have one example for you. We have a company which we are working with them regularly. We are doing team coaching session with them. For each session in the coaching process, I am recording all the stuff what they are talking about on the wall or on my tablet every time. After the sessions, they are putting these images on the wall in their company, and also they are taking printouts and they're putting them, keeping them on their desks, all the team members, and it gives them alignments with their goals, with their insights, with their vision, what they talk and shared about in team coaching session, or their action steps. And it means actually these visuals are very beautiful and powerful reminders for the team members. So because of that, they are becoming very high performance and efficiency. This is the result of the team coaching sessions, actually, because they are seeing the picture, they are remembering everything, they are clicking all the goals what they created. So this, maybe I can say, the visuals maps for that team, it is a partner of their improvemental journey. They're improving day by day after each session, team coaching session. It is a journey friend for them, these visuals. Generally asking them to me, please, Sema, please send the picture immediately. We need them. So I'm
Yeah,
very
great.
happy to hear this kind of thoughts from people.
Yeah, wonderful. And I mean, it's a wonderful example, but I also know that some people worry that visuals could be perceived as childish or not serious. And I mean, I know that it's a bit provocative for you now as a question, but so what would you say to the leadership audience in terms of this maybe beliefs that they could have?
First of all, I need to say visualization is a way of our thinking. It's a way of natural way of our brain, actually. We are thinking with visuals. So, uh, many of the world strategists and the leaders and the managers I know, they are using visuals on their job. This is the fact, actually, from the corporate side, because the visuals simplifies the complexity. They are working in a complex world. They need to be simple. So maybe we can put together simplicity and childish experience. Because, who is the very, very powerful learners?
Children.
Children. Children. And we have a kind of child. We're carrying them inside of us. So on that meetings, these childish, colorful visuals open up this children's from inside to outside. So it is not an obstacle being a powerful and effective leader. On the contrary, it is a powerful way of helpful something for the leadership, active leadership. Maybe we need to think about it.
Say again, I'm sorry.
We need to shift the paradigm from serious something from the what is becoming a child.
Yeah. And yeah, in this sense, also really encourage people and especially leaders, to try out and also to draw
Yes,
some things
yes,
and create visuals,
yeah.
even if they are simple, as you said. So our brain likes shapes, likes visuals. It's easy. Another question that I have is, which of course, if someone is, let's say, have a critical opinion on that, is how do you make sure that you don't distort what a speaker says?
Maybe I can answer from the other questions I answered before. I am putting on coaching position. So it means I'm not commenting on opinions. Just I'm capturing the essence, what is said in the environment. So the answer is that because I'm not adding on my own thoughts or emotions or something like that. Just I'm adding my icons, my unique symbols, and some metaphorical creation to explain the ideas powerfully with visuals. But these symbols and metaphors are also very related to what they said in the conversation. I'm not adding on my own, just transforming. It's like a kind of translating from this language into that language. As a translator, we're not adding from English to Turkish or from German to Chinese like that. From words, sentences, phrases to visuals, just like that.
And connecting this a bit with also your participation at the Empowerment Day. So, if you could promise one thing to participants because of the visual recording, what would that be?
Hmm. Promise. I promise they will have a tangible, concrete, not one, most probably some more tangible visual maps at the end of the day about keynote speakers, about workshops. And I would like to create more visuals for them at the end of the session. Most probably you will share with the participants these visual maps. So I can promise to do that.
Wonderful.
They will have a concrete, tangible product.
Thinking about, we together creating the first Empowerment Day in Vienna on May 6th. So, why should someone join us?
Yeah, they absolutely I absolutely recommend to attend this workshop for the people because it will be an experiential day. They will not only be the observer, passive observer or passive listener in that day. They will be the creator of the experience. They will be the part of experience. So it will create the difference at the end of the day. So because of that, I'm joining.
That's wonderful.
I totally recommend it to join.
Yeah. And now you answering this question provoked another question in me, if I may ask it. Because I know that, many people, and included myself, had this belief that I'm not good at drawing,
Mm,
visualizing, or whatever. Yeah. So, what would be maybe a small challenge that you could give to our listeners or possible participants at the Empowerment Day so that they can challenge this belief if they have this belief? So, what is a good
yes.
way to deal with that?
Yeah. We don't need to be perfect. We don't need to be perfect. And sketch note taking, it means sketch. It's not, it means it's not completed. It's improving. It's growing something. And it's not completed in a perfect way. I'm not perfect, actually. I'm doing on my way. I'm drawing a kind of icons, sometimes very big heads, very tiny bodies, for example. It doesn't matter. The important thing is meaning. And if you have a kind of belief, you can start with basic shapes, with circle, with triangle, with rectangle. It's enough. You can use these basic shapes. It's just 4 and 5. Line, dot, dots, lines, triangles, circles, rectangles. It's enough. You have just a simple visual alphabet. Every language can start with basic alphabets. So the visual note taking like this.
So I also try this out. So I constantly trying, but I think my belief is still too strong. But I'm really looking forward to experience also again your wonderful work at the Empowerment Day and also
Thank
get
you.
inspired about how to use more the visual alphabet and capture notes or thoughts or even meetings.
Marilyn
Sema,
Atkinson has three important and powerful words, Miglena. Practice, practice.
again, let's do it. So yeah.
It
Sema,
is
thank you very
all
much.
for the visualization. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your also willingness to join us. I'm really, really looking forward to welcoming you to Vienna in
Me
May
too.
and to experience all that with you together. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You opened this kind of beautiful space for me. I'm looking forward to. Thank you.
Cool.